Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I may seem a little upside down because I've got my camera at this side here, looking down. Because this is a big project, I've had to move my camera around a little bit. Now, so I've got myself some duct tape. Any strong tape will do for this. I'm going to glue my boxes as well, so I have some PVA glue. This is just really cheap PVA glue. Craft glue is going to work as well. Any type of white glue that's going to stick your cardboard. I've just cut my tape into little pieces like this.
I took my 12 by 12 box when it was flat. I measured right along here and I marked halfway and I cut it in half like this. I just used my Stanley knife and I marked all the way down and I've cut it in half. Now you need to keep a bottom end for this section and a bottom end for this section. So this is what's going to make our pigeonholes for our wool.
Now what you're going to do is just take your box and you're going to open it up. Now tuck your flaps in the way you want them, that it's going to be. Now I'm going to take my glue. I've got my PVA glue. So I'm just going to put some along this edge here. That's just going to hold the edge in. Now it's up to you how you glue them or stick them together. I'm going to squirt some glue just on here. And on this one. Just on the corners. Now you can use double-sided sticky tape as well if you want. It's up to you. Now you might get Muttley's. No, Muttley, leave it. No, leave the glue. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to close your flaps down and make sure it's all flush. Now I'm going to take a piece of my duct tape and I'm just going to hold that down on here, and on this side I'll do the same. So I'm just going to tuck this bottom one in before the glue starts to dry. Muttley wants to join in. Then just turn your box around like this. Make sure your flaps go down inside there so they'll stick to the base. Now I've got myself some heavy books and I'm going to put them in there just for 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't take long for that glue to start to set. Turned out 12 by 12 square by 6 inches deep. Now my wool will come over the edge, so any irregular edges that you have, you won't really see it. Now what you can do is you can either use bulldog clips and clip them together. You can glue them together. It's up to you how you join your stacked boxes. You can just take some duct tape and you can just put the duct tape around the edge to stick them together. Now it will save you an absolute fortune on wool storage. You don't have to pay an absolute fortune on wooden boxes like the pigeonhole boxes like I showed you at the beginning, the way the shops do it. So this is so much cheaper, and because they're not deep, they're not going to take up too much space. You can stack them on top of each other, so that way you're going to see what wool you have. You can, if you want, make a flap over cover with a sheet just to keep the sunlight off your wool. But most people have just got all the wool stuck in black bags and things, and you just don't know what you've got. This way you're going to see what you've got. So this is what they're going to look like once they're all stacked together. And I have some wool. Now, mine are 12 by 12 and they're 6 inches deep. Now, my wool will stick out the side, but I won't see the little edges that are not too perfect. So that's not too bad. And when you think of it, the amount of money that you're actually going to save by not having to buy those wooden ones. Now, once this is all stuck together, it's going to be a lot more stable. It just doesn't look as stable because it's not stuck together. But once you put your wool in, I've got some more here. This one doesn't have a label. So I'm going to show you how much this actually takes. So I've got 9 balls in there, but if you push that down a little bit, you will get another 3 in the top. So it's going to take 12 balls of wool, the boxes that I have. Now that one's just moving around a little bit. Now if you find that yours sags, I'm going to move that up a little bit. If you find that your top sags in, you can just put, once you've got them stuck together, you can reinforce it with a thicker piece of card along here and then stack some more on the top. And down your sides, you can reinforce down the sides here. You can reinforce it if you want. It's up to you. But just to store your wool, I think this is a brilliant idea. I've got 1 or 2 more little balls here. Now these are all 100-gram balls of wool. And as you can see, that very comfortably holds, it's going to hold 9, it's actually going to hold 90, it's going to hold 12 balls of wool. And when you think of it, it's only cardboard boxes. Now once I've got all this finished, and I've got it all stuck together, I'll show you what it's going to look like. I've got more wool to put into my boxes.
So what I've done is, as you can see, these are all the boxes. I did 5 boxes and I cut them in half and I got 10 sections. Now I've still got plenty more boxes to do this section, and I'm going to cover this wall to there. Believe I do have more wool than that, because I have been using a bookcase, as you can see, but the bookcase is really quite heavy for the unit that it's sitting on. It's sitting up there, and that is really lightweight. What you can do is you can keep your wool, if you've got it in the plastic packets, you can still keep it in. Now I'm going to put 2 more boxes there. So that way that'll finish that whole section. And what I'll do is I'm going to run a little pole across the top with a sheet on it. And I'm just going to pull that sheet over just to keep the sunlight off the wool so it doesn't fade. But it's just to show you that you can store your wool rather than it all being in great big plastic bags all over the place. That way you can see what you've got, and it's like a little shop display. But I don't have a huge hoard of wool. You might think, what? That's not actually a huge hoard of wool. Some of my friends have got triple that amount of wool. They've got 10 times that amount of wool. But if you've got a blank wall in your craft room, and because I'm going to go closer, and because it's made from the cardboard boxes, this is all the space it's taking up. Now I halved my boxes. You can make them wider to take this section up if you want, but I'm happy with that. And as you can see, it's not beveling or anything like that. It's keeping itself in its place. Now what I do have is, I have some of these on, just holding some of the sections together so I can take it off. I didn't stick those sections. That one is 2 boxes stuck together, but they're not stuck to there, so I can move them and change them around if I want. I'm going to move out the way so I can go back a bit. So it makes a marvellous, very cheap storage unit for your wool, because your wool's not really that heavy. Now I have got a little bit too much in that pink one. I'll take some out, and when I get my other box built up there, I can rearrange the colours into a really nice colour scheme, just like that picture I showed you at the beginning. Now when you think of it, if you have to buy wood and make 3, 6, 9, 12 pigeonholes, it's going to cost you quite a bit of money, even if you buy them. Now you don't need to use those type of cardboard boxes I've showed you. You can try banana boxes. You can find a shop that's discarding or put out their boxes to recycle. Go and ask them for some of them so you can recycle them into a beautiful wool storage like this. Really, really cheap. And if you get your boxes for nothing, then that's even better. You're getting your storage system for nothing. And all it is cardboard boxes. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button. Just click on the button down there and please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. And also come on to Facebook. Just type in the word Crafty Twints and you'll find my craft group. You're welcome to come and join. It is free. Come along and join us. Have a blether. Have a little chat with all these other crafters. It's not just wool craft. There's all different types of craft in the group that I have. And you're all more than welcome. So just type into Facebook search the word Crafty Twints. I'll put it up here so that you can see it. I'll put it up here so you can read it and you can know where to go. So come and join us for that. So thank you all very much for watching. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.